Well, Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley both lowering their oil price forecasts as the two banks say they expect a surplus in the crude oil market. This comes as OPEC Plus is set to increase production come October. Now, as geopolitical tensions bubble up across the world, what does this tell us about the reaction function of OPEC and the impact that could have on oil prices moving forward? Our very own Ines Ferré joins us with more. Hey, Ines.
Hey, Madison. Yeah, and Goldman Sachs analysts lowered their forecast for Brent by $5 to a range of $70 to $85. It also lowered its 2025 forecast for oil to an average of $77 for Brent. Now, the reason being a lot of this has to do with increased supply, and a lot of that coming from oil allowance or OPEC plus. Now, the analysts at Goldman Sachs said we still assume that 8 OPEC plus countries, which previously announced the 2.2 million barrels per day of extra voluntary cuts, start to gradually unwind these cuts in October of 2024. The analysts also writing in their note that if OPEC decides to go ahead with the production increases, the market is potentially shifting from a short-run equilibrium to a more long-run and likely optimal strategy where it's basically disciplining non-OPEC supply supports. You also have Morgan Stanley, which has lowered its target for Brent crude as well for the fourth quarter of 2024 to $80 and the fourth quarter of 2025 to $75. Previously, it was at $76. You have what's going on now is the market expectation that OPEC Plus will start unwinding those voluntary cuts. That's going to add supply into the market, and that will weaken the market. And OPEC is really between a rock and a hard place because it wants to keep those prices elevated. But if it doesn't start to unwind its cuts, its members will start to lose more and more share. The U.S. is at peak production levels. Drilling technologies are very advanced right now, and the big oil companies are expecting demand to go forward. So they will keep producing. If that happens, then these other countries from OPEC will start to lose market share, guys.
All right, Ines, really great breakdown of those calls from Morgan Stanley and Goldman, and of course the broader space when it comes to OPEC Plus and the oil market. Thank you so much.